My girlfriend threw a fit one night and told me to quit tracking her location because it felt controlling and suffocating. Fine, I said, I'll stop. 2 weeks later, the bank rang about unusual activity. Thousands of dollars charged at a luxury beach resort 1,000 miles away. I texted her a single line. Guess I should have kept the tracker on after all. I sent the screenshot of the fraud alert to her mother. Patricia's reply was 4 words. Stay put. She'll manage. I'm not proud that I ever looked at her live location, but when your partner of 1.5 years, 6 months living together, suddenly starts acting cagey, and you still have the shared Find My access she herself demanded for safety, curiosity wins. Sumi.it blew up over dinner. I casually asked why her dot had been parked at a random residential address for 2 hours when she'd sworn she was at the gym. She lost it, called me paranoid, toxic, accused me of not trusting her, said if I couldn't give her privacy we were done. My spaghetti went cold while I sat there wondering if she had a point. She'd never given me hard evidence of cheating before, just this nagging vibe I couldn't shake, so I caved. Told her okay, message received, I'd respect her space. She instantly brightened, became playful again, all kisses and laughter. That same night I deleted the Find My app, not just stopped sharing, actually removed it. Clean break, full trust, new chapter. Next morning she bounced out of bed early, said she had wall-to-wall meetings and might be late. Kissed me goodbye and left at 7:30. I went to work like normal. Got home at 6, apartment empty. At 8 she texted she was having drinks with colleagues, home by 10. Rolled in closer to midnight, tipsy and happy. We watched half a movie, went to bed. Nothing alarming on the surface. That rhythm kept up for days. Sudden errands, late nights, yoga classes that ran long, quick drinks that weren't quick. I never asked, never reinstalled the app. I was being the perfect trusting boyfriend. Friday she announced she was driving up to see her mom for the weekend. Normal, she did it roughly once a month. I told her to give Patricia my love, helped her pack an overnight bag, waved as she left. Saturday afternoon I'm doing laundry, folding her hoodies that still smell like her, when an unknown number calls. It's the Joint Credit Card Fraud Department. The agent reads off recent transactions. Thursday, $240 dinner at a rooftop place I've never heard of. Friday morning, $380 at a high-end boutique. Friday afternoon, $1,800 2-night stay in a premium oceanfront suite at the Oceanview Grand Resort, 2 states south of us. Dead silence on my end. She asks if I authorized any of it. I ask the location of the resort. When she tells me, I say no, flag everything as fraud. Please. I hang up, heart hammering, open my laptop, pull up the resort website. Couples packages, candlelit dinners, spa tubs for 2. The whole honeymoon vibe. I cave and re-download Find My. Log in. Her little icon is glowing directly on top of the resort's pin. 2:47 p.m. Saturday. I screenshot it. I open the banking app. More screenshots of every charge. Then I text her something innocent. How's your mom? An hour later, great. Just having lunch. Catching up XX. Me. Nice. Tell her I say hi. Heart emoji back. I sit there with this growing folder of evidence. Part of me wants to speed down the interstate and kick the door in. The saner part wins, for now. Instead I text Patricia, hey, quick question, is Brittany with you this weekend? Reply within minutes, no sweetheart, she told me she was spending it with you. Everything okay? Screenshot, added to collection. I don't answer Patricia yet. Just stare at the proof that Brittany fed us both different lies. Saturday night, Brittany texts, "Having the best time with mom. Think I'll stay an extra night and drive back Monday. Cool." Me, "Sure babe, enjoy." Sunday morning, new charge notification. $86 brunch at the resort's seaside restaurant. Screenshot. Pile keeps growing. She sends me photos throughout the day, selfies with mom, except every picture is obviously cropped. You can see a tanned male forearm, someone's shoulder in a linen shirt. She's not even trying. Sunday night, heading to mom's for dinner, leaving first thing tomorrow. Me, "Drive safe. Love you." I don't type the last 2 words back. Monday, I call in sick, stay home, print every screenshot in color, lay them out on the coffee table like a police evidence board. Chronological, damning, beautiful in its clarity. I pack a go bag with a week's clothes and my laptop, set it by the door, text my buddy Steve that I might need his couch for a few days. He says doors open. 1:15 p.m. The front door opens. Brittany walks in bronzed, glowing, hair salty from the ocean, smiling like she just had the best weekend of her life. "Hey baby, missed you so much." She leans in for a kiss. I stay seated, nod toward the table. The smile dies on her face. She walks over slowly, picks up the location printout, sets it down like it burns. Picks up the charges, the text from her mom, the cropped photos. Minutes of silence. Finally, "This isn't what it looks like." I almost laugh. "Then tell me what it is." She sits, eyes on the floor, starts with the classic girls' trip story. Impulsive, split the bill, didn't want me to worry about money. I point to the timestamp where she claimed to be 3 hours north while her dot was 5 hours south. She switches to, "Okay. I went with a male coworker who's going through a breakup, strictly platonic support. I ask why platonic friends book a single king bed premium suite. Tears start. She claims nothing physical happened. Separate beds. There are no separate beds. I stand up, grab my packed bag. She panics, clutches my arm, begs, promises therapy. No contact with the guy. Anything that I ask his name. She won't give it. I ask how long it's been going on. Silence. I tell her I want her moved out by the weekend. Apartments in my name only. She wails she has nowhere to go. I suggest her mom or her friend. She remembers the credit card, goes ghost white when I say I already reported every charge as fraud. "You can't. I'll get arrested." "Looks like it," I say, and walk out while she's still screaming my name. I drive straight to Steve's. He takes one look, hands me a beer, listens to the whole saga, calls her every name in the book, tells me to stay as long as I need. That night my phone explodes. Calls, essays of apologies. "We can fix this." I ignore everything. Then Patricia texts asking what on earth is going on because Brittany just called her hysterical. I send Patricia the entire folder of screenshots, no caption. An hour later, "I am so sorry. I had no idea. She's on her way back here. You take care of yourself, honey." 5 minutes later, another text. "Stay home. She'll figure it out." I screenshot that too, send it to Brittany with zero commentary, then block her. The fallout is spectacular. Her friends flood my messages. Everyone deserves forgiveness. She's destroyed, etc. I leave them on read. Her sister messages that Brittany is at their mom's. A complete mess. "Can we please talk?" I reply only with pickup instructions for Thursday evening. Tuesday, a random guy calls. Hey man, this is Tyler. I think I'm the guy from the resort. Turns out Brittany told him we'd been broken up for weeks, that she was single and heartbroken. He had no clue she was using my card or lying to me. He sounds mortified. We talk for 20 minutes. I actually believe him. I thank him for the honesty and tell him to dodge liars in future. Wednesday, the fraud department calls again. They're reversing every charge because my documentation is airtight. They warn that if she disputes it, it becomes criminal. I smile for the first time in days. Thursday, her sister shows up, loads boxes in silence. On the last trip, she sighs and says, I told her this would blow up in her face. She's been pulling versions of this stunt since high school. Different guys, different stories, always thinking she's the smartest person in the room. Mom finally stopped cleaning up her messes after the last one. I'm sorry you got dragged into the pattern. She hugs me awkwardly and leaves. Friday, my ally by blood. Friday, my boss calls me in, says someone claiming to be my girlfriend phoned HR pretending to be worried about my erratic behavior and asking if I seemed unstable at work. He shut it down but wanted me aware. I show him the evidence folder on my phone. He nods slowly, tells me to document everything. That night, Brittany shows up at Steve's building, crying on the doorstep. Steve blocks the entrance, tells her to leave or he calls the cops. She threatens to wait all night. He starts dialing 911. She flees. We file a police report that night just to have paper trail it. Saturday, I go back to the apartment for clothes and find her inside. She kept a copied key. I hold out my hand. She refuses until I start calling police again. She hurls the key, storms out. Cops arrive minutes later. I'd actually called from the parking lot when I spotted her car. New report, new incident number, strong suggestion to rekey immediately. Locksmith is there within the hour. $300 I happily pay. Sunday, Tyler texts that Brittany reached out trying to restart things with him, claiming she's now officially single. He shut her down and wanted me to know in case she tried to weaponize him later. Monday, Patricia calls. Exhausted, apologetic, says Brittany is still at her house, refusing to accept responsibility and painting me as the villain. Patricia told her daughter point blank what she did was unforgivable and to leave me alone. We talk for a while. She wishes me someone who actually deserves me, that I move back into my own place that week. Feels bigger, quieter. Mine again. A month later, life is calm. Then one night, a long text from a burner number. Diagnoses, therapy, pleas for forgiveness someday. I screenshot, block, add to the folder. 3 months post blow up, I bump into Tyler at a bar. We laugh about the absurdity, end up grabbing beers the next week. Actually become friends. One evening, I pull into my parking lot and see Brittany sitting in her car outside my building. I walk past without a glance. An hour later, her car is gone, and it's the last time I ever see her. Word reaches me later she moved cities for a fresh start. I genuinely hope she gets the help she claims to be getting. People ask if I'm dating. Not yet. I'm lifting heavier, laughing louder, trusting my gut faster. That uneasy feeling I had weeks before the resort, that wasn't paranoia or control. That was my instinct screaming while I gaslit myself into silence. Lesson learned. When someone flips out over basic accountability and makes you feel crazy for noticing inconsistencies, that's not a red flag. That's a whole damn parade. And yeah, I stopped checking her location exactly like she demanded. Turns out she figured it out after all, just not the way she expected.